Hello, everybody. My name is Josh Karlheim. I am an Associate Director of Admissions here at Mount St. Mary's University. Thank you for joining us today for our application workshop. Today, we're going to be walking you through how to complete the application for Mount St. Mary's University and the two different methods to do that. One being the MSMU Fast App and the other the Common App. We're going to get started with going over the MSMU Fast App, which is our newest way to apply, and then I'll be passing it over to Eric Danielson, Director of Admissions, to walk you through the process of completing the Common App. I can speak a little bit from experience as I'm going through this webinar with you all. I did graduate from the Mount in 2016 and completed my MBA from the Mount in 2018. And I've been working here for about 4 or 5 years now. So to get started, the first thing you're going to want to do is go to our website, msmary.edu/apply. I have that pulled up on the screen now. And when you get to the apply page, you're going to see a couple options. Being that you're all first-year students, you're seniors in high school, you're going to want to select the first option on the /apply page for first-year students. You want to scroll down to this section. We have listed some basic information, our deadlines, our required materials, our optional materials, and then 2 links to apply. Like I said, we're going to go over the Fast App first, and then we'll get into the Common App. So if you're ready to start the Fast App, you just need to click here. It's going to pull up the Fast App. We did build this application with the intentions of making this a really quick and easy way for you to submit your application to the Mount and get a quick decision from us. Like we say on the open page here, it should take about 2 to 3 weeks for you to get your decision after you submit the application and all required materials. The first section is personal background. Before we jump into it, we try to make it easy. We put an asterisk next to all the sections that are required. So if you see an asterisk next to any of the questions, you know that is a question you do need to answer. If it doesn't have the asterisk, you can skip over those particular questions. But more information is always better. So I'm going to fill out this application like I am our mascot, Emmett S. Berg, who is a mountaineer. Preferred name, you see it's not optional. This is good to put in if you would like us to address you as a specific name in emails we're going to send you in the future. So if you have a nickname or a preferred name you go by, you can put that in here. If it's the same for you, first name or preferred name, you can leave that blank. Birth date's really important too, so we can make sure you're attached to the correct record. Email address, I'm going to put in mine so I can show you a little bit of the bounce back communications that you'll get with this. Cell phone number is optional. If you want to receive text messages from Mount St. Mary's, you are going to get the option to opt into text message upon entering your phone number. You can see we have that checked for you. If you do want to receive text messages from us, you can uncheck it if you're not interested in that. We ask for your permanent address, where you're currently living. You put that in. I'll put in the Mount's address, where Emmett lives, Emmetsburg. If your mailing address is different, we'll ask you to just put that mailing address in. So if we need to mail you anything, it will go to the correct place. If it's the same, you can just leave that checked as no. A few of these other questions, you can fill out gender, religious affiliation. This is our first generation college student question. If you're the first person in your immediate family to attend college, you want to select yes to this question. We also ask for your primary citizenship. So this is a required question. Put that in. U.S. citizens, you have the option to put dual citizenship if you select a different country. We'll ask questions about your residency status and your current visa type as well. We have a few questions about race and ethnicity here to fill out as well. Are you Hispanic or Latino? And then questions as well about race and ethnicity here. Next, we get into program selection. By default, it's set to fall 2021 as your entry term. We set that because you're seniors and we assume you're going to start next fall. This is when you're going to be starting classes. It's not necessarily when you're filling out the application. You're thinking ahead to the next fall when you'll get started. Your intended major, that's going to be anything you'd like it to be. Don't fret with this. You certainly have time to change your mind later if you decide to change your major. The Mount also has a set of track programs that you can go on: pre-law, pre-med, osteopathic medicine, nursing, and 2 different university dual degree programs. These are all optional and no need to check these unless you're interested in one. When you check on one, we do give a short description for each on what the program is all about if you wanted to learn more. Credit and residency, by default, we set this to full-time. We're assuming for first-year students, you'll be starting as a full-time status. You can switch this to part-time. If you're part-time, you would be a commuter student. If you're full-time, you have the options to select live on campus or commute. Test optional. The Mount is test optional, so you do have the option to choose whether or not to submit your test scores. That is unless you are an international student or a homeschool student. We have those specifications listed there. If that's the case for you, but you do have the option to submit or not to submit. If you do want to submit your scores, we'll ask that you put in your score dates and the types of tests that you took at this point. If that is the case for you, you just have to add test, and then you can select the test that you took, the date of your test, and then the scores that you received. We'll say Emmett's a pretty smart guy. Next section is family. With the family section, we're looking to get at least information about one parent or guardian, so we can send parent and guardian related information to that individual. In addition, if you have a relative that has graduated from Mount St. Mary's University, it's a good idea to list their name here too, because we do have a legacy grant. It's a $1,000 grant for those students. We also have a sibling grant that you'd be eligible for if you're enrolled at the same time as one of your siblings. So in this section, you'll want to put in, like I said, most definitely information about a parent, and if they did attend the Mount, you can say yes. It expands a little bit, so you can put in other information. We'll ask other questions as well that are optional: highest level of education. And if their address is different than yours, we ask you to include that information too, and give us that information if it does happen to have, if your parent does have a different address than yours. If you say no to this question, it'll expand for you to put in a different address. Academic information. Here we're just looking for the schools that you've attended, high school and beyond. What's nice about this is it allows you to search, so you can search for your school from a list. If you start typing in your school that you attend, you'll see a list of options pop up, and if you see yours, you just need to select it. We do ask you to put in the dates attended as well. This is a required field on the application. Level of study is really important. That's the next question here. This is how later on you'll see your application checklist. We assign it as a high school or a college based on what you select here. So you want to select high school if it's a high school. If this was a dual enrollment school, so if you were taking classes through a community college or through a local college, even though you're in high school technically taking those classes, you'll want to select college, or sorry, undergraduate as that level of study, because that will make sure that you're assigned the correct checklist requirements, so we aren't requiring transcripts for things that are unnecessary. So make sure, regardless if it's dual enrollment or you're actually at the college taking those classes, for a college, you definitely list undergraduate. GPA is something else you can put in. This is optional because we will get this through your transcript as well. You have the option to add additional institutions if you'd like to as well. Extracurricular activities. Here you can list things that you're involved with, activities you're a part of. If you click add activity. This section is really great when your admissions counselors reviewing your application. They want to know more about you beyond your GPA, beyond your test scores. It's good for them to be able to see the other things you're involved with in high school, be it sports, drama, other activities. be sure to list those in here so that we have the chance to learn more about you outside the classroom. It's really quick, and you can choose to include as much information as you'd like. It goes into pretty good detail here if you want to explain more about what you do, how often you do it, what position you play if it's a sport, what instruments you play if it's a band or a musical club, and whether or not you plan to continue the activity at the Mount. That allows us to know whether we can send you more information about that club or organization so you know how to get connected when you're here as a student. Personal essay, personal statement section. This is an optional part of the application as well. But again, like the extracurricular activities, it gives the counselor a chance to really get to know you beyond the GPA, beyond the test scores. So we really recommend that you do this. There's 3 options you can choose here. You can either not submit the personal statement. That's definitely an option. You can say you'd like to submit it now. And if that's the case, you can either upload or type in your response in the box here. You can choose between 1 of 2 essay topics. Or you can say, this is the Fast App, just trying to get my application in real quick. I can submit the personal statement later. You can select that option, and then it's going to appear on your checklist later for you to check out after you've submitted the application. So last part here, application terms and conditions. So with this, it's just asking you to agree to a couple of these questions. The first one is waiving the right to review or access letters and statements of recommendation on your behalf. So this just allows us to accept those letters of rec from your high school, so we can use that as part of the application review process. So a lot of times you'll check yes to this. Same with transcripts. Do you allow us to review your transcripts that are sent to us from your high school and colleges? You can say yes. And then have you ever been dismissed or suspended from a high school or college? You want to answer that one as well too. And finally, you sign your name at the bottom and hit submit. And then you may get a couple questions if you missed anything. If you missed anything, it'll probably pop up as missing and you have to go correct it. But in this case, we took care of everything. We can skip validation on the address if that's correct. Give it just a few seconds to load. And we will get all that information into our system. Our admissions counselors are reviewing on a rolling basis. We have deadlines for early action for you to get a guaranteed decision by Christmas. Usually that's by December 1st. If you need to apply later, though, usually it's March 1st for that final decision deadline for the following fall semester. So you'll get this message saying, thank you, we've got your application, and you'll be receiving an email with more information in just a second. I will pull up that email in just a second to show you guys what's nice about applying through the Fast App is you do get that immediate setup to go into your Mount St. Mary's application account so you can view the status of your application and also check anything that's missing. So when we get this email in just a second, you'll be able to see exactly what I'm talking about here. I'm going to pull this up for you guys. So here's the email that you're going to get. Thanks for receiving your application to Mount St. Mary's. Check the status of your application. Use the login information below. So you give a username and a PIN if you log into your status page here. Here you'll be able to log into your account that you just created. You will want to copy the temporary PIN from your email and then enter in the birth date that you had on your application. All right, and then you just will be asked to complete a password using the criteria that they set for you here. Set your password, and now you are officially in your application portal. Here you'll be able to check, like I said, status of your application. There's a little welcome message here right now. Your checklist, it will take about 15 minutes for everything to update. So since you submitted your application, you will have some additional requirements here, like your transcript, letter of recommendation. For now, since I said I'd like to submit my essay later, you can see that's already popping up as an option. But the other things will just take about 15 minutes to pop in there. If you have things you're ready to submit now, you do have an upload materials section here where you can submit things like a resume or a school report. You can upload them right here. Also, since you completed the Fast App option, you are going to have the opportunity to answer additional questions after you submitted the application. So these are questions that we would have on the regular application, but we took them off to make it a little quicker for you to complete the application. So you can actually submit those questions here after you're done with your application. So that's everything, guys. the Fast App is, like I said, something we put together to make it a little quicker for you guys to get through the process. Hopefully this is helpful. I'm going to pass it over to Eric, who will help you guys out with the Common App now. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Eric Danielson. I'm the Director of Admissions at Mount St. Mary's University, and I want to talk a little bit about the application through the Common App. The Common App is fairly straightforward, so there's not too much here that can go wrong, but I did want to point out just a couple of things to keep an eye on as you're filling out your application. First is when you're doing your actual search for colleges and search for Mount St. Mary's, make sure that you're applying to the proper Mount St. Mary's institution. So there are actually two schools with the same name. We are the Mount St. Mary's University in Emmitsburg, Maryland. So make sure as you're looking at schools, you're selecting the right school. Once you have that chosen and you go into our application, there are just a couple of things to keep in mind. If you look at our first screen here, you'll see preferred start term. Most of our students are going to be fall 2021. Our preferred admission plan. So we do have two options. Students can apply either early action, which is non-binding, or rolling admission. For both cases, we do guarantee students a decision in about 2 to 3 weeks. So we try and have a very quick turnaround time for all of our applicants. So whichever way you apply, we will be able to send a decision as well as scholarship eligibility fairly quickly. The other really important thing to look at on this page is preferred testing plan. So last year, the Mount went test optional, and we do offer students the opportunity to have their test scores considered or to choose to not send in test scores. Either way, we read an application holistically, so we're looking at a lot of other things beyond just test scores to determine a student's eligibility, both for admissions and scholarships. So please consider this and let us know if you would like to send in your scores or not. The last thing that I'd like to focus on for the Common Application is just this page talking about academics. We do ask students to identify a major that they may be interested in. This is not binding. This is not something that sets anything in stone for a student. We just like to know so that we can send more relevant information. We don't have students applying separately to different programs within the Mount. We don't have separate admissions criteria for different programs. For us, you're applying to the Mount and you declare your major once you arrive on campus, but we do ask students just to identify so that we know that we can send you relevant information, potentially have a dean or a student or a professor in that program reach out and give you that information. We do have a lot of students that are still undecided, so you'll see one of the options here is undetermined. So students who are not set on a major yet can select that. That's actually our second biggest incoming major for students coming in is undecided. We also have some pre-professional programs. Again, nothing that students have to apply to up front, but certainly things that we want students to let us know if they're interested in a professional track. So we do have students interested in law school, medical school. We have some articulation and affiliation programs that students can self-identify for. Again, no separate application criteria or admissions criteria for those, but just helpful for us to know. As you go through the application and come up with any other questions, we think it's fairly straightforward, but please keep in touch with us, admissions@msmary.edu with any other questions. Thank you.